Welcome back to BioInfo. Today's story, is one that's been reigniting controversy across the political landscape, and it centers once again on Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. According to multiple reports and renewed public statements from former Trump administration officials, questions surrounding Omar's past immigration filings and marital history are back in the spotlight. Allegations that first surfaced years ago, specifically claims of immigration fraud tied to a prior marriage, have never fully gone away, and now they're being discussed again at the national level. Former President Donald Trump recently referenced these allegations publicly, calling them fraud and suggesting they would normally constitute a deportable offense, were it not for complications involving statutes of limitation. Former ICE leadership has also claimed that internal reviews raise serious concerns, though no criminal charges have been filed. Supporters of Omar say these accusations are politically motivated and rooted in Islamophobia. Critics argue the opposite, that any public official should be held to the same legal standard, regardless of party or identity. And that's just the beginning. Ilhan Omar has faced repeated backlash for comments and actions critics interpret as prioritizing foreign interests or foreign policy concerns over those of her constituents. One early example came just days after her election to Congress in 2016, when she signed a letter urging leniency for individuals convicted of attempting to join ISIS, arguing that compassion and rehabilitation were better deterrents than harsh sentencing. To her critics, that moment set the tone for what they view as a troubling pattern. Fast forward to today, and Omar found herself under fire again, this time after claiming her son had been stopped by ICE. The Department of Homeland Security quickly denied the claim, stating ICE had no record whatsoever of such an encounter. CNN's Wolf Blitzer confronted Omar directly about the discrepancy, creating yet another viral moment that raised questions about credibility. At the same time, federal investigators continue to uncover massive fraud cases tied to Minnesota welfare and pandemic relief programs, some involving individuals connected to political figures. One high-profile arrest involved a Somali national with long-standing deportation orders who had appeared in photos with top Minnesota Democrats, including Omar and Governor Tim Walz. Authorities allege the individual had prior convictions for welfare and asylum fraud and should never have been eligible for protected status. Critics argue these cases expose systemic failures in immigration enforcement and benefit oversight, while supporters warn against using individual cases to stigmatize entire communities. What cannot be denied is this: public trust erodes when elected officials appear shielded from scrutiny, when accusations go unanswered, and when enforcement seems selective. Whether you believe Ilhan Omar is the victim of relentless political targeting or someone who has avoided accountability for too long, one thing is clear: these controversies are not going away. So now I want to hear from you. Should past immigration allegations involving sitting members of Congress be re-examined regardless of how much time has passed? Or should this chapter be permanently closed? Drop your thoughts in the comments if you enjoyed this breakdown. Like the video, subscribe to BioInfo, and turn on notifications. We're pushing hard toward our next major subscriber milestone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.